Chapter 1. The first thing Therese Matheson did when she arrived at Tulsa International Airport was head to the bathroom and blot her face with a damp paper towel. She should have taken an extra anti-anxiety pill this morning or skipped the pancakes and blueberries for breakfast. Maybe she should have stopped off somewhere for a fortifying drink, even though it wasn't yet noon, or guilted one of her friends into coming along. "It's not that scary," she whispered to the pale reflections staring wide-eyed at her. "You're just picking up the kids after their spring break trip. Paul's kids." Usually reminding herself that Abby and Jacob were Paul's kids helped calm her. Paul had been the love of her life, and when his ex-wife had sent the kids to live with them nearly 4 years ago, Therese had embraced the opportunity for a ready-made family. When he'd deployed to Afghanistan not long after, she'd promised to keep them safe for his return. When he didn't return, well, she'd been shocked that their mother didn't want them back, but she'd done her best. They were his kids, after all. Now, she'd used the time they were gone to seek advice about giving up custody of them. Shame crept into the reflection's eyes. She'd promised Paul. She'd wanted to love them. She'd tried, God help her, but in the end, it had come down to 2 choices: keep them or find some much-needed peace, break her promise to their father or break her own spirit. She was surviving Paul's death, but she wasn't surviving life with his angry, hostile, bitter children. Child, she corrected. Before they'd left for the visit with their mother, Jacob had shown her some sympathy, even some respect. It was Abby who was breaking her. With a deep breath, she forced the shame from her gaze, then left the bathroom and took the escalator to the baggage area above. There weren't many people waiting for the incoming flights. She missed the happy reunions that once were common in airports. Getting off the plane and finding someone waiting for her had been part of the fun. Someone who was happy to see her, she amended when passengers started appearing in the skywalk from the main terminal. She wasn't happy to see Abby, already texting on her cell, strolling lazily, mindless of the people who dodged her snail's pace, and the swell of pleasure brought by the sight of Jacob wasn't really happiness. It was a start, though. Tall and broad-shouldered, Jacob had a pack slung over one shoulder, his only luggage for the 6-day trip, and buds in his ears. A person could be forgiven for thinking him 6 or 8 years older than his 11, not only because of his size, but also the look in his eyes, the air of having lived about him. He looked so much like his father that most days seeing him made Therese's heart hurt. Next to him, Abby looked even more petite than ever, and less angelic. For once, the bright streaks that sliced through her blonde hair were gone, and the blonde was platinum instead. It had been cut, too, in a sleek but edgy style, sharp angles, short in back, longer in front, no bangs, but a tendency for the entire left side to fall over her face. Her made-up face. Her clothes were different, too. Therese had seen swimsuit bottoms that covered more than Abby's shorts, and the top looked more like a beach cover-up than a blouse, except that it was too short to cover anything adequately. The bright print was semi-transparent and kept sliding off one shoulder or the other, revealing the straps of her new black bra. Therese's efforts to breathe resulted in a strangled gasp. Another pill, 2 more pills, and definitely a drink. Or maybe she could borrow a sedative. Surely someone in the Tuesday night margarita club still had a stash of sedatives somewhere. She couldn't pull her gaze from her stepdaughter even when she had to move left or right to maintain line of sight. Abby's skin was darkly tanned, a startling contrast to her white shorts and platinum hair and her shoes. Another strangled sound escaped. White leather heels adding at least 4 inches to her height, skinny straps crisscrossing her feet and wrapping